evening on House Home. National Development Bank speaks to us about their product banking services. And if you're in need of some quality mini speakers for your computer or some trendy headsets, then you're not going to want to miss out on our Brian Bell segment. A very good evening to you all and welcome to House Home. The countdown to Christmas has pretty much begun, as we've noticed Christmas decorations and Christmas trees go up in a lot of places. This is also a good time as any to get a little bit more creative on how you would like to decorate your home this Christmas. But not only that, think of ways on how you would like to celebrate Christmas in terms of menu, location, and whether or not you'd like to make a big do or just a small and simple gathering at home. Whichever way you decide to celebrate Christmas, make sure you do something special. Well, speaking of which, every kind of festivity needs a budget and a possible options on how to get your hands on some extra bit of money. Here's the team from the National Development Bank here to chat on the topic of finances.
House Money Talkout is proudly brought to you by the National Development Bank. House Money belong you me.
Hello and good evening, viewers. It's great to be back with this segment of NDB House Money Talkout. The National Development Bank has been undergoing a major rebranding phase to stay ahead of current practices and market trends in the banking industry. As part of this process, NDB has recently announced its new brand ambassador, PNG Comol's, and professional NRL footballer, Mr. David Mead, from the Gold Coast Titans as a way forward. Let's take a look.
The National Development Bank was first established in 1967 as the Development Bank of Papua New Guinea. It was then changed to the Agriculture Bank. In 2007, the NDB Act was passed by Parliament, rebranding the old Rural Development Bank to the National Development Bank as it is today.
NDB mibla you na me stable mibla woni mibla on masorisela. Yes, so that's why MSA go pass lo promoting government policy long helping more people blo mibla na one major policy where go pass long promoting na helping more people blo mibla long SME policy.
NDB is owned by the government and its core function is to provide lending services that are affordable and accessible to all Papua New Guineans and empowering locals to engage, start or grow their business.
People like ensuring that all people blo mibla yet. People for this country, the indigenous people of Papua New Guinea, people yet must control in future destiny blo mibla. People must work in business. Now, in the process, people like helping more, come up successful, growing economy, community, province, and national level. So there's like a big objective long National Development Bank.
To continue its vibrancy and stay abreast with the changing times, NDB is currently undergoing an extensive rebranding exercise as it strives to maintain its formidable reputation as the People's Bank, but at the same time continue to improve and move forward. Recently, NDB announced its new brand ambassador, PNG Kumu and professional NRL footballer David Mead of the Gold Coast Titans, who will be at the forefront of its marketing campaign and carry the brand forward.
Mr. Mead will be the new face at the forefront of NDB's marketing strategy for a 12-month term, and during that time will be involved in an extensive marketing and advertising campaign to promote our brand image and endorse our core values, products and services. We are confident that Mr. Mead will deliver to expectations and to bring added value to the organization and its goals.
Mr. Liu said Mr. Mead was chosen as NDB's brand ambassador as clients would be able to relate to and associate the brand with him easily as a fellow Papua New Guinean and one who's had much success in our national sport of rugby league.
His approach has been one of humility, professionalism, responsibility, discipline, and these are some of the values that we at NDB would like to uphold and operate. And together, would like to take the NDB brand to greater heights.
For Mr. Mead, who is just as passionate about the development of our people, particularly in the rural areas, said that NDB was a big connecting point for him.
For me, right now is I choose very carefully which companies to associate with and which brands to associate with, and NDB was a big connecting point for me because we shared the same values and in what we wanted to achieve, which was to help all the rural communities and help the smaller people create big businesses. So yeah, that in that sense, and that's why I chose to be with NDB, chose to be the ambassador for it, and I'm very excited to join the team. We'll be working very hard as a team, and we want to make this brand a success, and more importantly, help a lot of people in PNG.
Well, there you have it. David Mead is the official brand ambassador for the National Development Bank. That's how we end tonight's program. But before we go, remember, when you're thinking of starting or growing your own business, think NDB. House money belong you me. Good night.
House Money Talkout was proudly brought to you by the National Development Bank. House money belong you me.
Thank you to the team from the National Development Bank. To those of you watching, you can tune in once again next month on more of what the guys over at the NDB have on offer. After the break, we feature a story on line of diversity. Stay tuned. Here's an insight on culture and the history behind our various Melanesian arts and crafts.
Melanesia is not a country, but instead a culture area. Culture area is a term used by anthropologists to refer to a geographical region where people share many of the same traits. These traits include family structure, marriage rules, organization of society, and ways of gaining survival needs or making a living. Melanesia includes the island of New Guinea, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, the Solomon Islands, and the smaller neighboring islands. Art in most Melanesian societies is utilitarian, meaning designed for usefulness rather than beauty. Every item is elaborately decorated with important animals and birds, as well as geometric and abstract designs. Dance is another important part of ritual life. Both men and women dance. However, in many societies, there are separate men and women dances. Written literature is a recent development in Melanesia. Many pieces of written literature are the transcriptions of folklore and oral history. History to do with art and crafts and the meaning for each item. In this story, we focus more on the exhibition called Lines of Diversity. This is an exhibition that aims to show Melanesians as one people and that Melanesians form different lines to celebrate various ceremonies and rituals that informs our belief systems and connects us to the nature. The exhibition makes us to think about lines in relation to Melanesian belief systems, kinship, song cycles, agriculture techniques, knowledge, and teachings about architecture and craftsmanship. For example, we see lines of pig in a mocha ceremony in the highlands demonstrating man's wealth, hard work, and promote the idea of big man and his status. Another example is the lines we notice in a kava ceremony in Fiji, where kava is served according to status in the community. We also see lines in marriage patterns, where people are allowed to marry in the certain lines that bind them together. There are many more examples that you may think of as you gaze into the underlying meanings of the exhibits on display. Where else do you find these lines that bind our tribes, clans, and communities together than in Melanesia? Melanesia is the hub of cultural diversity with so many languages, traditions, and culture. Besides this diversity, Melanesians share certain commonalities, one of which is the idea of thinking about lines. These are lines as seen on geometrical outlines of material cultures and in association with social relations between and within groups of people and their environment. The exhibition Lines of Diversity illustrates certain examples to look at lines and to make you think about lines that has special meanings in contrast to physical lines that we see every day. For example, lines we see in sand drawings from Vanuatu is not a static pattern, rather they leave behind certain messages. In other words, lines found on the sand are not necessarily drawings, but are writings that express and connect the people and their habitats. Another example is the lines found on pottery wares that symbolizes and helps shape the culture of a society, whilst also being able to trace it back to its roots. These lines represent either a clan group or ancestral motive that is important in trades, such as the Hiri trade between the Koitabuans and the Gulf. Through this line of exchange, marriage between these two societies also flourished, binding these societies together that continue to remain. Like for instance, the kundu drums from the different provinces. They are used to provide accompaniment to songs that are sung at various ceremonies such as sing-sings, funerals, and perhaps the inauguration of a new minister at the local church, a new canoe, or the completion of a new building and other major events. Really, there does not have to be any particular reason to beat a kundu.
We were anticipating the Festival of Arts, which ended in early July. The theme of this festival was to celebrate cultural diversity, and we thought, how could we make a connection that could unify all of Papua New Guinea with the rest of Melanesia, and what could be something that could. Initially, we thought objects might do that, so we picked up garamuts. They are played mainly around coastal Papua New Guinea, in New Guinea, the northern part of Papua New Guinea, and running towards eastwards towards New Caledonia and Fiji. Then we went to the lapita, which is a very typical pottery, which is found initially in the New Guinea Islands, and more recently in the southern coast here, uncovered by the GUEST project. Then we thought about the trumpet, the consel, which is like our horn or a trumpet. All these examples, or the cup. Cup is also a shell ornament, culturally elaborated in New Ireland, but also found as a kind of decoration from Macao all the way running into Polynesia. So we thought these objects, the 4 objects that we chose, were limited to coastal Papua New Guinea and the islands, and does not include anywhere between Kainantu and Kundiawa or Tari and Mendi and so on. It doesn't run through. So what could be something that could unite all of Papua New Guinea with the rest of Melanesia? So we settled on the idea of the lion. Now, lion is not only a Papua New Guinea or Melanesian phenomenon. It's a pan-human universal, but it takes on a particular kind of aesthetic elaboration in Melanesia. And so you would find lines appearing in all kinds of ways. Lines are the ones that create patterns. Patterns that allow you to say this is a belum. You can do all kinds of weaving, all kinds of laces and lattices that you make out of lines come about through surfaces. So you carve out wood and you use lines to make patterns. You put faces, you put all kinds of things using lines and so on. We're telling the story of independence through lines. If you ask that question, the relevance of that question pertains to the fact that we came from somewhere. We came from somewhere. The lines tell you that you came from somewhere. Okay, that's the essence of history, is that it tells you came from somewhere, and the hope of history is that where you came from might tell you where you might be going to. Right? that's also what the line is telling you. The line is saying that you came from somewhere and you're going somewhere. So independence is a story of coming from somewhere, and hopefully we are going from somewhere, and that line is not quite yet complete. And every time you celebrate the independence, you think about coming from somewhere.
As you can see, viewers, assorted hand drums from different provinces, from the Malu village, Ambunti area in the East Sepik province, hand drums also from Kesosau, Losuau village in the Trobriand Islands, Milne Bay province, and also the whack hand drums from Kubkane village in the Ambunti area, East Sepik province. Wow! Now my memory is all refreshed from what I just heard and what I've just seen. It's all about our culture and its history. So viewers, hope you help one another on preserving your culture. That is our heritage anyway.
After the break, a little something on PNG fashion. See you in a moment. With Western influence, fashion will undoubtedly evolve as fashion designers and stylists get creative with a fusion blend of both contemporary and traditional and the latest trend in the high global fashion industry. It is refreshing to see some of our current fashion designers and produce some unique clothing designs, and furthermore, our very own ladies and gentlemen take pride in their overall outlook and join in on the trend.
Fashion is a popular trend or practice, especially in clothing, in footwear, in accessories, makeup, body tattooing, and even furniture. Now, fashion is a very distinctive type of practice or a behavioral pattern in how you dress up, especially in a person or how a society dresses up. Although it can have a variety between a feminine or a muscular type of fashion. Fashion, as we all know, is a type of clothing style relating to our type of lifestyle and normally our form of dressing, especially here in PNG. We have the Mary blouse, printed cultural designs on clothing, and traditional accessories that make us stand out from the rest of the world. Designs speak in many ways. They represent our villages and history, they tell a story, and they mean a lot to us in many different ways. Some designs are sacred, while most designs are carefully used for various projects. Our country is packed with culture and diversity that every detail of traditional designs are carefully woven, interlaced, sewed, and painted. Traditional designs date back to when our country was first discovered, but even so, our people have still practiced these traditions centuries back. In the past, traditional designs were painted on spirit houses, houseman, on canoes, mask and body tattooing from adults to even the young children. Designs from our culture were abundant in the past and was respected and worn accordingly. We are proud of what we represent through our culture and mostly our traditional designs. Decorations and accessories add style into our dance performances and make us different from each other. That's why our country is filled with traditional attires, accessories also that we use almost every day, and it's a good thing because it attracts tourism and promotes our typical PNG style. Want to feel good about representing your culture? How about mixing your traditional designs with today's latest fashion? Or how about adding your traditional designs to your favorite clothing? This can either mean you can print them on, sew them on, or wearing your favorite accessories on for work, travel, and on special occasions. Here is a prime example of one of our very own fashion designer that took the opportunity and her initiative to develop her style of clothing to produce some pretty bright and attractive fashionable pieces, especially for women and men. Good evening, viewers. I'm Hannah Hola and I'm here with Mrs. Anna Amos. She's one of our very own PNG designers, and currently I'm wearing one of the new cut modified Mary blouses and I feel really good in it right now. Yes, so we will be showcasing to you some of the fashionable items, and I'll be interviewing her for now. So Miss Anna, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Hi viewers, my name is Anna Amos. I'm from Chimbu. I am a textiles and fashion designer by profession, and I like designing. designing for young girls, young women, older, person with small kids.
Okay, so who and what inspired you to go into designing?
I come in a family where my brother is a fine artist. He's a very good artist, and I guess I get my inspiration from him. So from there, as soon as I finished my high school, I came over to the former National Art School, which is now coming under School of Humanities and Social Science. I came in as a foundation. We did foundation, and then from the foundation course, we kind of select which area we are good at. So I decided to take textile design, which I am very, very passionate to choose this field, because it's doing something very different to me and my people around me. So yeah, I guess the choice that I made during my earlier days of schooling is really having a big impact in my career now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you do to develop the designing skill?
Most of the time, I kind of, try to, if you're an artist, you must practice a lot by doing go out, doing a lot of drawing. Through the drawing skills, you will develop all sorts of designs. So the more you do the drawing, you will see that you will create different, texture, different lines, all sorts of different things. So from there, I kind of look at it and I said, okay. So I just select the parts which really fascinate me, and then I put it into repeat and then do my textile work.
Yeah. Okay, tell us a little bit more about your designs.
My designs, I kind of, I really focus my design on the women, because I really want to bring out the goodness of women. People around us must see how how beautiful we women are. So if you see my designs, it's all about give the shape to the real original shape of the women. So yeah, you will see a lot of that.
If you know how to sew, you can create your own version of any type of clothing. Start learning to make different types of style of clothing, but don't forget to include your designs, as showing off your traditional designs will create a sense of pride for your culture. Knowing your culture can make a big difference when you want to stand out from the rest. Bear in mind the significance of each design you choose to showcase or use. Don't forget the type of material to use depending on the weather or climate, and be careful to select materials that can be comfortable to wear, especially in the tropical weather that we normally experience. We can all benefit from fashion when you use your own ideas, plus you blend it in with traditional design and make sure it's the right design representing your origin and your province and where you come from. Plus, you can also consult your grandparents in the village about the traditional designs, or consult the elders of the village. And most of our parents know the meaning of traditional designs also. So, all you have to do is get out there, learn about fashion and your traditional designs, create your own style, make something new, and show the whole world what we are made of.
After the break, we join Jane over at Brian Bell. You know something? Some of those products, if not all, make good Christmas gifts, don't you think? Well, there's something there for you to think about, especially if you have teens who are well and truly into these things. Just a quick mention that Brian Bell is also opened on weekends, both Saturdays and Sundays, and they open up until 3 p.m. So if you're running around for that last-minute gift, there's an option for you right there.
Hey, hey, Mr. B.
Hello viewers, and welcome to another episode of House and Home with Brian Bell. I'm your host, Jane Tokilala. In today's fast-paced society, everyone has in their possession essential devices that make life convenient for us. Thanks to modern technology, we are now able to enjoy advanced connectivity through wireless technology. These devices may come in the form of smartphones, mini speakers, headphones, television sets, external drives, and much more. Tonight I will feature fundamental products from Brian Bell's own quality Star Audio brand that are new on our shelves. Our first products are these mini speakers. They are portable because you can carry around easily and have a protective material for that easy grip. It's user-friendly and suitable for everyone. It can be used on the go where you tuck into your bag and enjoy music while traveling. These practical devices feature Bluetooth, which connects you to other devices like your smartphone, MP3 player or computer. It's rechargeable. This is more convenient. You can charge it anytime depending on your usage. The main difference between these two devices is that this black rubber cover is waterproof, which is an added benefit for you. This makes it so convenient you can carry it anywhere and you don't have to worry if your drink or liquid spills on this device, or even if the rain catches up on you. If you're somebody who enjoys your music and don't want outside interference, then why not check out our new brightly colored headphones, which brings us to our second line of products. These wireless headphones produce excellent dynamic sound. The earpods gives the user a comfortable fit where it can be adjusted to suit user, and once you're done, all you do is fold it up for easy storing. These on-the-go wireless headphones feature Bluetooth for great connectivity to other Bluetooth devices. It's rechargeable and has a long battery life that can play music continuously for up to 8 to 10 hours. It has a 3.5mm audio cable aux-in connection, making it possible to input music from other devices. The main difference between these two devices is that this green headphone has heavier pods to enjoy super bass, while this red headphone has slim pods but will take you to the next level with its high definition of audio technology using 100% of Bluetooth bandwidth. This simply means that it will produce the best quality clear sound for you to enjoy. Musicians will love our third product, the power speakers. These powerful speakers are perfect for public gatherings like birthdays, concerts and church rallies. These power speakers feature Bluetooth for connections to other Bluetooth devices, compatible to USB, SD, FM connections for users' convenience, remote control for easy controlling at a distance, rechargeable batteries and compatible to wireless microphones. The main difference between these two devices is that this blue speaker has more advantages with its easy pull handle and wheels, so user can take anywhere. Musicians will love this because of its guitar and keyboard input, so they can hook it up and play wherever they wish to. Our final product is this tower speaker. It's perfect for outdoor celebrations and will not occupy a lot of space indoors. This device is a standalone tower producing dynamic bass sound. It features Bluetooth, making it possible to play off from your smartphone, MP3 player or computer, USB, SD, FM to suit users' preference, remote control for users' convenience. With a wide range to choose from, we at Brian Bell have the entertainment equipment you're looking for. And with the festive season just around the corner, you can never run out of buying options here at Brian Bell. Before I wrap up, just a reminder that Brian Bell's Family Christmas giveaway promotions have started and will run till the 27th of December. There are a total of 70 prizes of Star Vision LED televisions to be given away weekly, while the major prize worth 25,000 Kina family packages and 3 times consolation prizes worth 10,000 Kina each will be drawn on the 10th of January next year. Therefore, if you had filled out one of these forms, then have a look at your screen now for our third weekly draw winners. There are great prizes for the whole family, so start shopping now for your chance to win. Now you know you can turn to us simply because you're backed up by Brian Bell's warranty, service and spare parts. So remember, great products, great prices, that's Brian Bell. Until next time, I'm Jane Tokilala, have a good night.
Thank you once again, Jane, and we look forward to next week's Brian Bell segment. After the break, we give you a boost to get started in exercising if you haven't already. And for those of you who are non-consistent like me, this should motivate you to stay on track. With diabetes and various other diseases on the rise, the need for healthier living is now being encouraged more than ever. Our general lifestyle has to change, not just with our diet, but with the need for regular exercise.
There is no arguing that exercise can help most people lose weight as well as look more toned and trim. This doesn't necessarily mean following a strict time-consuming regime at the gym, although that can certainly reap benefits. The truth is, you can get rewards from many different ways and levels of exercise. So, do you need to stretch at all? It's a good idea and well recommended to stretch each of the major muscle groups before and after each set of exercises you do. Staying flexible as you age is a good idea, so it helps you move better. If your posture or activities are a problem, make it a habit to stretch those muscles regularly. If you have back pain from sitting at the desk all day, stretching does help. So does sitting upright and moving about your shoulders and chest out to improve your posture. Here's a simple back stretch. Try doing the standing cat camel as a work-related back stretch. So here's how. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and knees bent slightly. Lean forward, placing your hands just above your knees. Round your back so that your chest is closed and your shoulders are curved forward. Then arch your back so that your chest opens and your shoulders roll back. Repeat several times. If your job keeps you in the same position all day, 2-minute stretch breaks it. List every hour, relieves tension and stress in your muscle. Stretch a muscle to full extent of your ability and hold it for 15 to 30 seconds is what's called a static stretch. And there's no harm in stretching that way as long as you don't stretch until it hurts. A dynamic stretch, like the standing cat camel, moves the muscle group fluidity through the entire range of motion. Here's a static version of a cat camel. Lace your fingers together and turn your palms to face forward, outward in front of you. Reach your arm as far as you can, curving your back and shoulders forward. Now hold for 10 seconds. Now release your fingers and grab your wrist or fingers behind your back. Raise your arms as high as you can behind your back without releasing your hands so your chest opens and your shoulders roll back. With any stretch, static or dynamic, you should feel a stretch, but you shouldn't feel pain. So there is no need to stretch further than the range of your motion you normally need. Check out these 9 ways of exercise that can improve your life. 1. Exercise controls weight. Exercise can help prevent excess weight gain or help maintain weight loss. When you engage in physical activity, you burn calories. The more intense the activity, the more calories you burn. You don't need to set aside large chunks of time for exercise to lose weight. You can do an actual workout. Get more active throughout the day in simple ways, by taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or revving up your household chores. 2. Exercise combats health conditions and diseases. Worried about heart disease? Hoping to prevent high blood pressure? You must always be active. In fact, regular physical activities can help you to prevent and manage a wide range of health problems and concerns, including stroke, metabolism syndrome, diabetes, depression, and certain types of cancer. 3. Exercise improves your mood. Need an emotional lift or need to blow off some steam after a stressful day? A workout at the gym or a brisk 30-minute walk can help. Physical activity stimulates various brain chemicals that may leave you feeling happier and more relaxed. You may also feel better about your appearance and yourself when you exercise regularly, which can boost your confidence and improve your self-esteem. 4. Exercise boosts energy. Winded by grocery shopping or household chores? Regular physical activity can improve your muscle strength and boost your endurance. Exercise and physical activity deliver oxygen and nutrients to your tissues and help your cardiovascular system work more efficiently. And when your heart and lungs work more efficiently, you have more energy to go about your daily chores. 5. Exercise promotes better sleep. Struggling to fall asleep or to stay asleep? Regular physical activity can help you fall asleep faster and also deepen your sleep. Just don't exercise too close to bedtime or you may be too energized to fall asleep. 7. It improves learning. Exercise increases the level of brain chemicals called growth factors, which help make new brain cells and establish new connections between brain cells to help us learn. Interestingly, complicated activities like playing tennis or taking a dance class provide the biggest brain boost. You're challenging your brain even more when you think about coordination. Like muscles, you have to stretch your brain cells to get them to grow. Complicated activities also improve our capacity to learn by enhancing our attention and concentration skills. 8. It may keep Alzheimer's at bay. You know when your parents or your grandparents start forgetting things? Do you ever experience that? Well, the more you exercise, the more you will get to remember things and you will never experience Alzheimer's. 9. Exercise can be fun. Exercise and physical activity can be a fun way to spend time. It gives you a chance to unwind, enjoy the outdoors, or simply engage in activities that make you happy. Physical activity can also help you connect with family or friends in a fun social setting. So take a dance class, hit the hiking trails, or join a soccer team. Find a physical activity you enjoy and just do it. If you get bored, try something new. So viewers, here's the bottom line on exercise. Exercise and physical activity are a great way to feel better, gain health benefits, and have fun. As a general goal, aim for at least 30 minutes of physical activity every day. Regular moderate physical activity, such as walking, cycling, or participating in sports, has significant benefits for health. It can reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, breast cancer, and depression. Moreover, adequate levels of physical activity will decrease the risk of a hip or vertebral fracture and help control weight. So if any of us living around Port Moresby area, you can visit the Murray Barracks Gymnasium or the Life Gymnasium in Holiday Inn and get fit. You have decided it's time to start exercising? Well, congratulations, you have made a decision to a more new and improved body and mind.
Wow, a great way to get in shape and stay fit approaching Christmas. Besides the gym, those of you that would like to get into exercising should pull a small group of friends together and motivate each other to do walks either early in the mornings or afternoons after work. Look at it this way, the more people you get involved, the more that get to live healthily, and you may very well be saving a life. See you after these messages. Now next week on House and Home, BSV updates us on the November products and community service projects either ongoing or completed. And as we draw near to the Christmas period, joins us over on the show once again for more great gift ideas and quality buys at affordable prices for your home in general, which are available at all Brian Bell stores nationwide. This is where the House and Home team and I will leave you. But before I say goodnight, we'd like to wish all the teams representing their respective regions at the PNG Games all the best. It was quite a sight to behold, with all teams looking so amazingly dressed in their colors, and even more impressive to see them take pride in their sense of fashion. My hats go off to the Team Morobe. They really stood out in their attire. Also, just to make a mention, keep an eye out for the various craft markets that are set up around Port Moresby and the other regions. This month may pretty much be the only month you can shop for some unique gifts for Christmas, as they do make fantastic gifts, especially for those of you who live overseas. I usually get the request for billums, and this is the time of the year that is the best time to shop for these gifts. I hope you all have a pleasant evening. Hopefully it's not too hot where you are, as the change of weather has made it uncomfortable for some. Until next week, keep on that journey to a healthier you with those regular exercises, enjoying the outdoors, and keep eating right. Good night.